What's going on, y'all? It's TCG here, back again with another Market Watch Mondays. No, I missed the last week, but we're here. We had some new crazy reveals. I'll be going over those this week. Over this weekend, we had 3 new leaders revealed for OP11, and they seem good. I like them, and I just wanted to cover some of the cards that I think you should be looking out for those decks early, and see if you can't try to grab them quickly before they start to go a little higher in price. We also had Nationals last weekend and the Latin American Nationals this weekend, and we're going to be going over what has been one of the dominating decks and the cards that are inside of it. Monkey D. Luffy from the ST13. That deck's just been phenomenal since it came out and is really a force to be reckoned with in the right hands. I've got a good amount of cards from it. We'll take a look at. And before we jump into this, I want to shout out today's sponsor. That's going to be Dueling Guard. If you haven't seen Dueling Guard before, they just dropped their gauntlets in stock. These amazing bags. I actually have one myself. It's super, super convenient for a big regional or something of the same size, a bigger event. You don't want to haul a big bag around all day. You just want your deck and your playmat, and you're just trying to jam the games. So definitely think it's something you should keep your eye on. And then they also have a whole bunch of products in stock. So if you're needing a new box to keep your cards in, new binder, new playmat, all the goodies, make sure to check them out. Then they also have a whole bunch of stuff on pre-sale, and I specifically want to highlight their One Piece stuff. They have a Buggy box, a Blackbeard box, a Shanks box, even their Doflamingo box that has been sold out, all available for pre-order right now. And if you use that link in the description or my code GumGumTCG, it'll save you a little bit of money at checkout and help me. So let's go ahead and dive right into this. So of course we have Kami off the bat. Now this has been a sleeper card, only ever played in Hody Jones to Search the Fishman. Well, Kami got bought out. Kami was $3 for literally her entire lifetime, and over this weekend we got the Jinbei leader and the Shirahoshi leader revealed, both of them going to be Fishman related. You are going to want to play the Fishman Searcher, which is Kami, and this has gone to the moon. If $14 is the moon, then it has gone to the moon. But I mean, a $10 price jump is pretty drastic for a card that saw no play whatsoever before. I feel like this is just targeted at people trying to grab them up and make some money real quick. We have no real idea of how good those decks or leaders are going to be. Based off the past Fishman support cards we have, nothing crazy, but we could be getting some new awesome cards. And you see the lowest listing is $14. We can take a look at these sales and see people were buying these up over the weekend once it got revealed. And I mean, we can see when it first started happening, people bought them up for $2, $3, $4, $5 all weekend. And yeah, $14 now if you want to get your hands on Kami. Shirahoshi blocker. We talked about this in the last video just because of Enel, but now we have a Shirahoshi leader. It does something with the Sea King type, which we don't have any cards for yet, but you're gonna want to play cards like this in that deck, especially that one, because you're flipping your life face up. You'll probably be taking it. It is a yellow and green leader. You want to have some extra protection. So Shirahoshi is still up at $21. Definitely a hefty price tag, and the alt art is up at like 31. Oh no, we're looking at 42 for the lowest near mint. So still very pricey on those. And then of course you're going to want to play the Shirahoshi trigger for that deck. I mean, I don't see why you wouldn't. And your lowest near mint is about $6 before it jumps up to $7 and $8 for this Bandai Card Fest version, which I have. I think it looks really great. And then I also have seen this one in person. The full art from PRB looks really, really nice. It actually has been going up over time, and it's $10 right now for your lowest listing. Only 20 listings left too. PRB hit rates are crazy and super hard to pull the cards you want. So those cards are going up in value really hard, really steep, really fast. Next, we have the Championship Shirahoshi, which is just like the other one, but it has a stamp, and it doesn't look like we have much data on this because people aren't buying them, because why pay $13 when you can pay $7? You know what I mean? I mean, the only difference is that stamp, but I wonder if the foiling is different or the colors look a little different. Hody Jones, this card is still $2 even after having a reprint. I mean, this got reprinted in Premium Booster and it's still $2. Definitely a card you should have on standby if you are wanting to play any of those Fishman decks. Just a great I mean, just for green in general, just a good green rush card. Excellent card. So maybe you want to grab your playsets now. They're 250, but I wonder if the PRB has a different listing or something. Or did it only get the alt art in PRB? Let me know down in the comments if you know if it only got the alt art in PRB, because I remember pulling some of these, but maybe I'm wrong and it only got the alt art. If that's the case, let me know down in the comments. Also, if you think I missed anything in this video, let me know down in the comments. I'd love to know and let the other people know. Also, make sure to give this video a like and subscribe if you haven't already. It really helps me out. We're trying to get to 4K subscribers. I'll be doing a giveaway once we get there. Of course, we got to look at the alt art from OP06. This one has been going up as well since that announcement, but not much. We're looking at almost $20, and it jumps quickly to about 25, 27 from there. Not too many listings left either, 24. And then the awesome alt art from PRB is through the roof right now at $50. These never really had a lot of listings and were all $25, but it did get targeted and bought. Like, these small amount of decently priced copies did get bought out. I would not recommend trying to grab these for this price. If anything, and you do want a bling version, grab this one for 20 bucks. It still looks really, really good. And then if you don't have your Hody leader, I mean, you missed out. This leader has been $7 for forever. It's the GOAT. I've been trying to tell you for a minute that you should have been picking this up and playing it all the time, but you missed out. It's $14 now, so I would grab it now, because if we do get better Fishman cards, this leader might be more viable than it was. You know, this leader effect is not great, but it's not bad either. I think the Jinbei leader effect seems a little bit better, but we'll just have to see. Next, we have Arlong. So this is from Premium Booster. This is the alt art, not the full art, and the listings are gone. There's only 6 listings. 20 bucks is your lowest, and I'm surprised that that's as low as it is, because this got targeted not that long ago, before the leader got announced, and just kind of went. We can see some sales here over the past like 2 weeks. People have just been picking them up for $8 to $14, and it's been going. I think I actually have one of those, and it looks great. And then of course we have the full art version from the PRB, and this is only 25 listings, but is much cheaper. We're only at like $4, so I would recommend grabbing a playset of this if you're interested in Fishman. I think this card's awesome. Stops your leader attack for the next turn, which on curve can be really good, and even later into the game, depending on what leader you're playing against, this can be really, really strong. So definitely think it's something you should consider. Only $3 for the alt art is great. Another one that I don't think people are considering is this promo, Hody and Hyozo. You get the benefit of being able to summon this off of the other guy. I can't remember his name, but there's another Fishman that summons a Fishman, Merfolk, or something out of your hand, and you couldn't summon Hyozo, but you can summon this promo. And for $3, I remember this was like $8 at one point, and I wasn't going to pay that, but now $3, I might have to go pick up my playset, just because this is a good card. It does rest a 4 or less and gives itself 1,000, so not bad. You do have to take a life, but when you use Hody Jones leader, like, you don't take the life. And even in your Jinbei or Shirahoshi deck, like, if you know what that life is in the Shirahoshi deck in Jinbei, it might not matter that much. Like, that's okay. So I would recommend grabbing these. There's only 36 listings, and this was a limited Pirates Party promo, so it might be hard to get your hands on. Another one that has gone up is the Jinbei 2K. We have 20 listings left on this, and I would not sleep on this, because this is one of the only 2Ks for that archetype. I think we have 12 in total, one of them being vastly inferior. Now, Jinbei resting a cost of 1 or less is not great, but it is better than the other one. I can't remember what it does, but it's like Zo, I think is his name. But $3, I'd grab these while they're still cheap. I picked these up a minute ago for like $2, and I mean, look, they were $1 for the longest, and now they're $3. We're running out of listings, and it's not long before they start to head towards 5, and then even towards 10 and beyond, because this was a event pack promo. So not easy to get your hands on. You had to play in a bigger event, like a store regional or larger. And then another one that you should consider is Hachan. This is one of the other good cards for Fishman 2K. It is only $2 right now. Winter version, like, that's the best art you're going to get for it. It looks pretty sick to me. If you really, really want it, I would grab it now, because it's going up to 5, and we only have 20 listings left. It shot up. You can see these were $1. Definitely something to consider. Next, we have Sanji. So blue-purple Luffy got revealed. It's like a red-purple Luffy. You know, it's 3 life, 6K. But I like the leader effect on it a lot. It lets you search at the beginning of your turn if you have a certain amount of Dawn. Really, really like it. And people are already theory crafting because you search for a Straw Hat, so you're going to play Straw Hat stuff in this deck, of course. And Sanji being a crazy good Straw Hat card, $25 right now. This card was $10 for the longest. I remember calling it out while it was super cheap. Like, grab this card. You definitely want to have this. It shot up not that long ago for Marco hype, and now it's back down. It's chilling. So I would definitely consider grabbing these. $25, that's a stiff price, but I mean, this card's really, really good. And if you look at the alt art version, it's at 52. This one got targeted a little bit harder, 24 listings. It's up at 57 for your lowest verified. And we can see that it got bought to the moon. I feel like this always happens when a good blue leader comes out. Sanji is just right on the top of the head when you think about what you want in a blue deck. Next, we have Zoro. So it is a 3 life leader. You can play this and swing with it the next turn and instantly start ramping with this. It's very, very good. It looks like this also saw a little bit of a buyout. 21 listings. Lowest is $25. It has been cheaper than that. It was $10 for the longest. Started slowly trending upwards. I probably wouldn't pay that for this, but I would rather jump for the promo that just came out of these event packs. Really slim listings left. You know, you could actually grab your playset from these listings right here if they're not gone by the time this video posts, for 120 bucks. That's still kind of steep, but this is really sick manga artwork. I mean, he's drinking the sake. It's really cool. If I wanted a playset, I would grab these. And then of course we have the treasure rare that just came out of 09, which is, or sorry, not the treasure rare, the SP, which is rather expensive. 94 for a light play, 97 for a near mint. I wouldn't suggest buying these. This is kind of really overpriced in my opinion, but I would rather jump for these. And like I said, there's not many listings left, so might want to jump on it sooner rather than later if you really want it. Next, we have the treasure rare. This is why I got confused. Treasure rare. You're going to be searching for Straw Hat cards, and you're probably going to play the purple Straw Hat Cruise in your deck. So this might be an option to consider for that leader as well, just because it searches for them. This is just a really good copy of it. I've got the regular one in here somewhere as well. This is a little disorganized, so I do apologize. Please bear with me. But next we have the Monkey D. Luffy 9 cost rush, 125 listings. So this isn't going anywhere, but if you don't have your play sets of these, I wouldn't hesitate to grab them at 20. This card's phenomenal, and just can go into any purple deck and will not be outclassed for a while, in my opinion. This card is just really, really good. Kaido was it, and now it's this. So if you don't have these, I would grab them before they go up. And then, of course, we have the alternate art version at about $50 for your lowest verified. Really insane. I actually have some of these myself. Really insane artwork. Definitely like it a lot. 50 bucks, not bad for a secret alternate art. Next, we got Sanji from 07, and this has actually just been going up and up and up with the purple Luffy hype lately. We're looking at $11 for your lowest near mint on a super from 07, a set that is still available, and you can still go and buy at most retailers and pull this card. Is $11. Like, it's a great card. It goes into many decks, but that's just crazy to me that it's that expensive. And the alternate art is up too. You're looking at $40. No, $45 for a near mint verified. That's a little steep in my opinion, but this is also pretty steep. Like, a couple months ago, we were looking at like $4. Yeah, $4. Like, I don't know about it, man. If you don't have them, it might be FOMO to grab them now, but this price is only going to get higher. Looks like the next page is still $11, $12. Yeah, I mean, it's not targeted and it's not going anywhere, but that's still just a steep price for a super from a set that's not that old. Next, we have Red Rock. So I love this version of this card. I've seen it in person. It looks amazing. But $60, you know, this is searchable with your leader. You can add a Straw Hat card off the top of your deck. So imagine just going, okay, before I get my Dawn, I'm going to search, or before I restand everything, I'm going to search my top 5. I really need a Red Rock. Oh, here it is. boom, you just get to Red Rock clear whatever you like. The leader seems really, really solid. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below, but I think it seems really, really good. But Red Rock alternate art is $63. Now, I personally wouldn't pay that, but if you really are looking for the bling, it's there. Now, this is an interesting one, is 3K Worlds. I don't think this is necessarily great, but I was just looking through this. This art is amazing, and I don't, unfortunately, think this card is going to see great play anymore. I just feel like it's been outclassed. There's just better cards, especially if you're a multicolored leader. But for 15 bucks, that's really not that bad for a PRB alt art. I think it's just because it doesn't see play. And then, of course, the money man himself, Uso Hachi, from the ST18 is through the roof at $7 and still selling. This card sells every single day, and for $30 or for 30 listings left, that's kind of crazy. This is the new queen. This could reach heights of $15 if they get all bought. Another one that I thought was interesting for that leader is Gum Gum Giant Gavel. Like, you do have to trash a card from your hand, but this is a 4,000 power counter, and you only ever think about it for Nami, but you could search this if you really needed. Of course, you're probably just going to play Gum Gum Lightning, but this is an option. And for you Nami players, I think that this is a great price. If you don't have these, $4 for your alt art gavel is where it's at. I would definitely grab these while they're that cheap. I think that's a great price. Next, we have Sanji from 09, and 227 listings. This isn't going anywhere, but $3. You know what else was just $3 that we just looked at? Is his name Sanji? It is. Yeah, we just looked at a Sanji that was also $3, and his now $12 for some reason. So I'm just gonna say, if you don't have your playset of this Sanji right now, buy it. $3 for a copy. Like, that's a really, really good price. This card is really, really strong. Rest a 6 or less, gets rush. Just a great card. And I actually saw on the Latin American Nationals stream today someone playing Robin, and they were loving this card in that deck. He kept jamming it and kept playing it on the field, and definitely think this has purpose in any purple deck. So definitely think it's worth grabbing now while it's still cheap. Luffy Taro, I think, is going to be a great addition to that deck as well. Just being able to pump out purple Straw Hat Crew type cards and also have the removal of blue behind it, I think that's going to be really, really strong, because I think that's what red purple Luffy struggled with. You know, you would try to beef up your leader when you can't really deal with your opponent's board, and that's what blue purple Luffy is going to be able to do, is deal with the opponent's board. You're going to be able to grab blade, you're going to be able to red rock. Definitely think that it's going to be a very, very strong deck. And imagine going Sanji into Luffy Taro into Sangoro, like, crazy. And you search that turn, like, I don't know, you'll have to stack your deck, but you can do that with blue. Like, really, really good. Next we have Frankie from 09. I also think this will be definitely played in there. Just a great blocker. Definitely a card you should grab for 40 cents. I don't think you should miss out on it. Another one to consider is Luffy, Blue Luffy, because this card just doesn't see any play. You know, trashing 2 cards from your hand is kind of hefty, but bouncing a 4 or less and then giving double attack is not bad. And I could see this leader getting, or not this leader, but this card getting played in another deck down the line eventually. I just feel like we're not there yet. You know, we need to get to a place where your leader is adding a lot of cards to hand. And I think Blue Purple Luffy might be the closest we've been, being able to basically draw 2 every turn. I would grab these for $1 though. I mean, I have a playset just sitting in the binder. You can grab the alt arts. I have them pulled up here in just a second. We'll take a look at them. But also Frankie for $10. If you're wanting to bling out your Luffy deck and you want the Frankies, or want this for whatever reason, $10 I don't think is a bad price. This is a great card. Sanji, we talked about this last week. It hasn't really changed the price. 20 bucks I also still think is a great price. Zoro Juro, if you don't have these, I would grab them at $1.30. You know, we're looking at Uso Hachi being an $8 common or uncommon from the starter deck, but Zoro Juro is only $1.30. Like, I would grab these. Uso Hachi does have a little more utility and is a little more generic, but definitely worth grabbing these. Well, I had the blue Luffy pulled up somewhere, but I guess I lost him. We could take a look at the alt art real quick though. Here he is, $12, $15 for a Paramount War alt art. Like, super sick art too. I love this artist. They do fantastic work, and I think we'll get to a point where this card is playable, but right now it just doesn't seem incredible. However, I would have them on the back burner if you don't already. And then lastly, like I said, we're going to talk about some black yellow Luffy cards. Gecko Moria. I thought this card just got a reprint, but apparently it's $5 still. So whoop-de-doo. I don't think this card's going to be around for very much longer. If not this card, then maybe the Black Yellow Luffy leader, because it seems that that leader is just incredibly powerful no matter what format. It's always had a place since it's came out, and in the right hands, that deck can dominate. And Moria is one of those crazy tools that it uses and other black decks use and abuse to generate that crazy value. But $5, man, I didn't think I'd see the day that it was still $5. Like, I thought it was $1. Next we have the alt-art version of it at almost $70. I didn't think it was going to be that expensive, you know. I do remember people having that FOMO, or not FOMO, but fear of it getting banned, and it dropped down real hard. But looks like it's been getting bought. You know, if you look, there are sales every day for this card. And if not this one, then the PRB one, which I think doesn't look as good. It's cool. It's still got cool artwork, but I definitely think this one is a little bit more alive. It seems like more of a scene, where this is just like bad Gecko Moria. But with it being PRB, it is also at that price tag. So if you're debating which one to grab, I would probably just grab whichever one you like more. They're about the same price, but PRB is going to be harder to find. You can grab them all on TCG Player for sure, but definitely harder to find. What am I seeing down here? Oh my god. Hold on, we got to talk about this for a second. $106. I swear we just looked at this last week and it was $50. That's crazy. This has gotten bought out. I kind of want to take a look at this just for a minute. Little intermission PRB check-in, because we looked at some of this stuff. Oh, I wanted to mention Sanji. Yeah, Sanji has been bought out too. I actually just picked up one of these like last week for $75, and they are now $125 and going up. Kind of crazy, to be honest, this leader being that hyped up, but I think it's just the pull rates, man. Like that set is really hard to pull the cards you want from out of it. And I mean, you can even see here, One-Legged Toy Soldier. This card is $100 for the alternate art, but you can't, like, the risk of trying to open this box to pull something like that is just so high, because you have so many other options of cards to pull. It's kind of crazy. I remember seeing something else in here that was also really, really high. I think it was another black card. Oh, it was Bart. Bart had been bought out. Yeah, look at this. $70. This is like some Usohachi or some Usopp and Rebecca hype, but $70 is insane for this card. It is beautiful. I've seen it, but that's still a crazy price tag. Anyway, back to Black Yellow Luffy stuff. Sabo is still a $25, $26 card, and until it gets a reprint, I don't think it'll go under $20. This card is just that good and that necessary for that deck. The alternate art is floating about $50, which I don't think is a bad price, honestly, and it's great. It's manga artwork, but if you really want something else, you can buy the what is it, the championship promo. I didn't pull it up just because it's still about the same price it has always been, but $50 for this is not too bad. 30 listings left as well, and we're at 42 on this Sabo. And then we have the alternate art Luffy leader at about $25. You know, I don't think that's a bad price for this, but you want to bling out, there is the championship version from the 2nd anniversary, which is like $40 and going up. Not bad at all. This card looks awesome. I would love to have a copy of it, but for now I would just rock the alternate art version. And then I think I have this pulled up. Yeah, right here. Rocket Luffy is still like $8. Kind of crazy. You know, there's 79 listings and it's still an $8 card. I mean, that's just that 07 hype, I guess. I mean, some of these cards are have just gone up. I mean, you got your Sanji, your Jinbei, you got Dragon, you got Luffy, all at over $7 for just supers. Is kind of crazy for this set, like, to have that much value hiding in it. And then all your alt arts are not bad priced either. But let's go ahead and wrap this up. We do have the alt art that we jumped over. Yeah, jumped over. $35, $37 I don't think that's a bad price. Actually, 40 bucks, I do think that is a bad price, because you can buy the treasure rare for just a little bit more. Never mind. I thought it was 50 bucks. It's $72. This only has 10 listings. Definitely getting targeted. Kind of crazy that's that expensive. This was not that expensive. You can see right here, it was 40 bucks for the longest. But if you don't have these, I wouldn't pay that much. I would probably just go with these. Now, I do think that is a good deal. And then if you want a different version of the leader, you do have the $20 version of the black and gold One Piece promotion leader collection from Bandai Card Fest. Another one I thought was interesting was Garp is gone. I just want to refresh it. Yeah, one listing on Garp Altart. This has just been going to the moon. 15 bucks, only one left. And then same with this one, only 6 listings left on Punch Luffy before it is a $100 card. I think that's kind of ridiculous. And then Baby Luffy is also going up and out. I think there's a couple more. Yeah, like Sabo's 26 listings. That's not too bad, but the Luffy's are really, really going. And yeah, if you don't have your Three Brothers stuff, you might be missing out. But let me know what you think down in the comments below. If you think I missed anything in this video, if you like this kind of content, make sure to hit that with the like and a subscribe. It really helps me out a lot. And let me know what you would like to see on the next one. And I will catch you on the next one.